reconnaissance group will be moving towards the village. These troops are on foot, their eyes roving from side to side, checking the trees, checking the land for anything that may be concealed, anything to indicate that the Allies are in the area. German motorcycle forces come in and an armoured car. The village is deserted, the French having left long ago. Driven out maybe away from the fighting. The Germans, on part of their move towards the coast, break cover from tree lines and advance quickly into the village. They take up positions and then conceal themselves, just in case any potential enemy spotter aircraft are flying over, or against any ground spotters who may be coming towards them. As yet, there's no sign of the Allies, so the Germans have relaxed a little. Orders are given, they take up their positions, some low to the ground hidden amongst tussocks in the farmland, others amongst the buildings in the deserted village. Armoured cars and motorbikes are deployed, ready for action. The commanders will have radioed back to base to see if there is any further information about the Allied advance. As yet they have no information, so there is no need to hurry, no need to rush, because at the same time they're covering all bases. The Allies could come upon them from the trees to the rear of the field. They may advance on the beach and crossroads, or indeed an Allied force may have looped around and be closing off behind them. Information is vital to know what to expect. At the moment, no information is forthcoming, so they check and check again, cruising around looking for Allies. Cast your eyes to your right, ladies and gentlemen. The Allies are now advancing towards the village. First vehicles come in are some Bren gun carriers, but they do not know the German forces are there. Again, the information has been sparse. As yet, the cloud base has meant that no spotter aircraft have been able to come over, giving indication of the forces in the area. These vehicles are leading the way into this little patch of the Normandy countryside. They're confident that they have the support of their heavy weapons behind them, but they're also aware that if they get into a close fight with the Germans, those weapons could be used. They break cover into the open field, moving in. They are still unaware that the Germans have occupied the village. However, again, the policy of checking all bases, they decide to split their approach the village from both sides. There is still no sign of the enemy as they do so. This small Allied force gets closer to the village. The Germans wait and wait. They will wait till the last possible moment. Then they will spring into action, opening fire, hoping to capture these advancing troops and use them to gain more information. The Allied soldiers are cautious. Many of them are fighting the enemy face to face for the first time in their lives. They know it could be there, but where? Gently, gently, they make their advance. Pressing forward, seeing nothing but an empty village, a deserted crossroads and open farmland. The Germans open fire. Taken by surprise, the Allied troops are confused. They're dazed. They weren't expecting this. They know they have to get back to base and report what has happened. They need to report that there is a force in this village that needs to be confronted. This initial fighting on the outskirts of the village inflicts casualties. The commanders on the ground try to react, but the orders are confusing as each tries to gain control. The Allies fall back under the withering enemy fire. Now they have to consider which weapons they can call upon. They need to order for more reinforcements to be sent to this objective. The British 25-pounders quickly brought into action and taken out half of the village, but the strong German force is still there, still waiting to defend. There is a brief pause while both sides assess what has happened. What the potential is this going to be a large battle or a small one? The Germans have sent messages back to their lines. A German half-track is now entering the field, reinforcing their position. The plan from the Germans is to push out on their flanks, but the Allies quickly recovered from their initial shock and surprise, and reinforcements arrived. The advanced force commander relayed the information, and then quickly made fresh attack plans, knowing how important it is to cut the Allied advance inland. To our right, ladies and gentlemen, American jeeps are advancing to the bottom of the field.
How can I fit that many people? An over. It's what?
The jeeps contain American airborne forces, planning to make another attack from the bottom of the field, advancing to the village from behind the village, distant of the trees. Right, this is our British airborne forces marching forward. Imagine how they feel, hearts pounding, knowing they're going to face the enemy. Behind them, more vehicles come into the field. German half-tracks have been firing heavily on the advancing forces. Nearest to us we have the British airborne forces. Further to the rear by the British and American airborne, pressing forward and forward again. Behind them, heavier armour is coming into the field. The Germans are well dug in, hidden amongst the farmland and the buildings. In the open, the airborne forces feel more exposed. Behind them they have their heavy armour, which hopefully can fire missiles over their on the back of the American half-track is a 50-cal machine gun, firing very noisily and causing a lot of damage to the German forces. German half-tracks have gone to the rear of the village, firing on the American forces, heading to take out some of their artillery. Another German half-track races down to join us. Reinforcements will attack from that side. Still the Allied artillery pressing forward. First half-track is used to cover the trees. half track that was hidden behind the tree. They pressed on regardless. The smaller German half track was firing at the Allied artillery. As they bring fire from the village, the Allies aim to clear it. Although the Allies fall upon their artillery to fire upon the village and clear it, they do manage to inflict losses on the Germans. But the German forces are pressing forward. The half-track taking up position. Although the Allied artillery shell had landed, caused a lot of damage, a lot of the German forces are still firing, still racing. Significant forces prevail. American airborne are advancing on the half-track from the field to the rear by the sea. The 56 counties have now taken out the German army. Smoke still lays across the field, the battle rages on, but more German armour is coming feebly forward into the field. Many casualties on both sides of the field. Both sides are weighing up the other. Looking at the available, looking at the men available, counting their casualties and hoping they are muted. Some of the American airborne at the rear of the field starts to withdraw. The Germans hold the flank. They are prepared for the enemy onslaught, but they're not moving back in any of their positions. Overhead, we have a Typhoon European hub. Apologies, we have the Typhoon German second flying slowly overhead. Bravely, the pilot is taking pictures of what's happening on the ground, sending the message back to German headquarters. This is a small German liaison aircraft. Still Type Eisler. It's known for its speedy takeoff and low-level stalling speed, ideal as a missile aircraft in the field of battle. Behind it, an American plane. This is the fighter plane. An American light aircraft built by Piper Aircraft. It is simple and has a light design that gives it an excellent handling over low speed and makes it well suited for reconnaissance.
Where's the tank look?
Those planes carry no armour, no fighting ability, but cameras, and they are able to take information back to their respective tribes.
There he goes. That's a tank 36.
The Fighter Club's information has told the Allies that the Germans have more forces coming forward. In response, the command goes out and some of the Allied forces start to withdraw. The two airplanes make a second pass. They cannot fire on each other or on the ground. They can delay back fighting space. Hopefully that information will save lives. The Allies reversing and withdrawing, the Germans press forward and forward again.
Oh, the tank's right up there now.
The German split tank advances. The Allies can see this fearsome firepower. The best way to preserve life at the scene is to withdraw and regroup. Steadily, carefully, saving as many of their colleagues as they can, but sadly having to leave many dead on the ground, the Allies withdraw. Nevertheless, the Germans have been able to take some of the weaponry. The Germans take over the American half-track and the jeeps to the bottom of the field. This they will add to their own firepower, and the Stukas advance forward again. Once again, the two aircraft make their pass. The Allied moves here do not meet with success, and the very experienced German troops manage to hold the village and vital crossroads nearby. That message is being relayed back by the German aircraft, while the Piper Cub has to concede that on this occasion his messages carry no idea of success. However, this is only a temporary victory for the Germans, as thousands more Allied troops are arriving every day on the beaches, increasing the overall striking power of the Allies. At this stage of the war, the Germans have got nothing to match them and can only hope to delay the Allied advances. The final Allied victory is many months away yet, but the foothold in Western Europe has been achieved and will form the base from where all further Allied advances are made. One final success. One of the American forces appears to have struck the German plane. The little fighter is streaming smoke and turns away, hoping to find a safe place to land. The Piper Cub, meanwhile, continues to circle and then will make its way back to base to report the situation on the ground. Today, the Germans can feel victory, but not for long. Ladies and gentlemen, the battle is now concluded. May I ask if you put your hands together for the reenactors who've made this possible? Thank you very much. Please stay where you are, as the reenactors would like to salute you. As they gather, please remember, ladies and gentlemen, that all wars cost lives. The reenactors who have helped to put today's show on aim to educate and enlighten you. They do not intend to glorify war in any way. We hope you have taken the time to visit them at their various displays and have been able to talk to them about their history, and I hope they've been able to explain to you and point out some of the futility of armed conflict, especially relevant in these recent days when far across the world armed conflict is very much a part of everyday life. At their various displays, we hope you've been able to see close up how much detail and accuracy these reenactors go to in portraying their chosen country, regardless of nationality. The battle today is brought to you by the military Odyssey organisers. They would like to take this opportunity to thank the various groups who helped make the battle possible. On the Allied side, we have the vehicle owners, Garrison Artillery, the 500 Red Ball Express, the Screaming Eagles, Home of the Brave, 3945 FSS, and Men of Arnhem. So there we had the Yankees and Limeys, Yankees and Limeys. On the German side, do forgive me here for any pronunciation difficulties. Vehicle owners, the second battle group, Die Soldaten, SS Hohenstaufen, Kampfgruppe Stahlkrieger, Panzerlehr, and Volkssturm V3. Last but not least, we do have to say a big thank you to the marshals, fire cover, and medical personnel, and all the planners and organisers.
They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them.